Hello everybody, Sanbonani. Welcome to my channel. And on this channel, Mama reality TV shows, my celebrities, my YouTubers. If it's your first time joining me today and you really like my content, do not forget to press the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you're joining me from Facebook and Twitter, do make sure that you follow me over there as well, you guys. We did get disturbed when we were doing our live. What time was it? At 12? I started at 11:30. For some reason, this load shedding was not on a schedule, but then, it's South Africa, you guys will have to adjust. So, of course, when I did the live this morning, there were stories that I hadn't done that I wanted to do. I was still busy with the Sorisha story. I hadn't done the Mrs. Mopps story. So what I'm going to do is this, you guys. So we're going to change it a bit. So let me just change this background here because, of course, our stories are changing. The others I had done in the other live. So I left it on the channel. So people that couldn't watch the earlier live can still watch it because it's there. It's just that the ending of it, okay, it was unplanned because we thought we were going to be there until we do all of the stories, but we were not because this is South Africa. We are ruled by the Lord shedding. The Lord of the shedding. It's not even Lord, it's Lord of the shedding. Okay. So yeah, so we'll change it like this because these are the stories now that I'm going to do. So I want to talk a little bit about AKA because everybody's talking about that case, you guys. I just feel like, when are we arresting somebody when it comes to this case? And then I'm going to talk about Makhadzi. I love the Makhadzi story, and I think you guys will know that I am going to love Makhadzi's story. I was watching her doing her live, and angikaze ngihleke kanje ngithi yazi nje Makhadzi and me are twins in the English of the Englishing. I was like, I understand Makhadzi. We are like the same family of the English. Okay, we're going to talk about that because people are getting on Makhadzi's nerves with this English. I know people get on my last nerve here on YouTube. Okay, I used to do my content in Zulu. That was the whole thing when I started my channel. I was always going to do my content in Zulu, and then people started saying, "Listen, we like your content, but we can't hear half the stuff that you're saying on your channel." And then I started speaking English, and then people are coming with, "You don't say manager, you say manager." I'm like, "Hey, you manager." Hi, Dr. Tamila, you are back. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, subuyile, guys. Yo, let me continue with my laundry. And then I remembered, hey, the washing machine, I can't turn it on. And I was like, okay, let me wash the ones that I hand wash while I'm waiting. And then I took a nap. Okay. Hello, family. Hello, Mbali. Glad I caught it live today. Yay. You must thank the Lord shedding because we came on very early and then it cut us off. Okay. So let's talk about these two stories, you guys. I was still doing the Sorisha Naidoo story. And quite, to be honest, you guys, I don't want it to sound like I don't think that Sorisha's son's achievements are achievements, you guys. But I just kind of felt like, hey, man. Sometimes as easy it just they don't make sense. And is it pointed out that he got a distinction in Zulu because he is Indian, and I'm feeling like, but there's so many, for example, Zulu kids that get A's in English, Xhosa kids, Pedi kids. Why is it a big deal? It's always a big deal when they do well in our language, but it's not. It's like for us, it's like, how can you better the English? Exactly. The stories Kamakati that we're going to do. It's very appropriate for now for this story. Anyway, you guys, so let's just read a little bit what's happening with Sorisha celebrating his son. It says Sorisha Naidoo's son begs distinction. In isiZulu, Real Housewives of Durban star Sorisha Naidoo is a proud mom after her son's high academic achievement. The reality TV star shared in her on her Instagram page this week that her baby boy passed with full colors. Okay. Says here, according to the video Sorisha posted, the subjects in which her son excelled in include engineering, graphic design, drama, life orientation, human and social sciences, technology, and isiZulu. Congratulations to our boy Sai on achieving academic full color, Sorisha wrote, captioning the video and photos, you guys. So this is a son. He did very well, you guys. Okay, we've seen him on the show as well. It's good, you guys, that he's using the resources that he has, to get good results, because some of these kids from rich families would be wasting their resources. Okay. Anyway, says here a few weeks ago, Sorisha took to Instagram to celebrate her daughter after she passed all her subjects with distinctions. So super proud of my young lady and her work ethic, achieving full academic colors and many special awards to her name. She left no crumbs, she wrote, sharing her daughter's picture. Were they both doing matric or it's different grades? Okay, Sorisha and her husband Vivian Reddy have two children together. The son Sai and Dr. Kalina. The pair tied the knot in 2003. Last month, they penned a heartwarming messages for each other on Instagram as they celebrated their anniversary. We don't want to find out about the anniversary today. I'm trying to find out what's the other kids twins. I need to find that out, but it's not here, you guys. Anyway, congratulations to the kids. I just didn't understand why the tagline here was the Zulu thing, you guys. I just had an issue with it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyway, you guys, congratulations to Sorisha's son. By the way, you guys, the Real Housewives of Durban is back. Episode 1 was posted on Showmax on Friday. Check out Reality Bars TV. We will be doing the full review of Utano Nesembo later on. It was supposed to have been done already. Of course, load shedding was like, no. Okay, so we'll do it maybe 30 minutes after I end this one. But the full review of the Real Housewives of Durban is on Reality Buzz TV, so make sure that you check it out, you guys. So let's talk about what's happening with Mrs. Mopps here, you guys. And it says here, after almost losing her home, Mrs. Mopps is set to launch her beauty range. Okay. I like it when they set up their businesses to be launched when also their reality shows are going to be launched, because it always looks like they're using the platform very, very well. While we're talking about the Mommy Club, because she is on a show called the Mommy Club, season 2 is coming very soon. And yes, because she's still part of the show. So while that is being talked about, she was like, okay, let me talk about my business here. That's very smart. Reality TV star Nompumelelo Mrs. Mopps Mophatlane is set to launch a skincare and beauty range. This comes after she confirmed having financial struggles in her marriage with businessman Isaac Mophatlane, and they almost lost their upmarket home. I thought they had recovered, okay? Because she made it sound that way in one interview. The couple's home almost made it to the sheriff's auction list after they had been facing a rough patch last year. The way that people were saying that we were lying as the bloggers when we were saying that, there are papers here that are saying that the house is going for auction, and people are like, you guys are lying, you guys are jealous, what. But she confirmed it. Okay, it was true. The house almost went on auction. Okay, there are 5-bedroom double-story house in Waterkloof, Pretoria, which they live with. There are 3 children and 2 nannies. Yo, guys, khona abantu abanonina about 2. Moment of silence for some of us who can't afford 2 nannies. I feel like I need 5 nannies sometimes, but I can only just afford 1. Even when I'm paying the salary, I'm like, hey, I'm thinking, can I do without? Hey? And the answer is always no. You actually need another one. Okay, let me read. Okay. Where they live with their 2 children and 2 nannies were put up for bidding by Nedbank when they could not meet up their monthly installment, but the couple quickly rescued it. Mrs. Mopps has not denied going through hard times, and the mom of 3 has since picked herself up. You guys, I need to check if the quality is good. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Because I'm seeing something here that makes me feel like maybe my network is not so good. I just need to confirm that all is well in the network world. Okay, let me just open it here. Why is it still showing the old live? Okay, guys. Okay, let me just continue here. So it looks fine though. The quality looks fine on this side. So I hope you guys can see me, you can hear me all okay, okay? So a few weeks ago, Mrs. Mob says that she will be launching her skincare line, Nala Ray. I am super excited about it. I have cleansers, moisturizers, serums, mask, and all of that. I will launch soon. I was very involved in the making of each product, going to the plant, picking up the packaging, labeling, and even testing the production myself. It's my fourth baby. She tells Emoji everything is completely natural. And for people with sensitive skin, Mrs. Mopps says that having been through many difficulties, she plans to make a change in 2024. This year, I plan to be more fabulous and make more money. Everyone knows what I have been through. I spoke about it. This year promises to be good. I hope it's good for her, you guys. I did love the honesty though. When she just came out and said, yes, it's true, I am going through a hard time, but we are recovering. After, okay, above being business minded, Mrs. Mopps also has a degree in drama and film, but has been struggling to get acting jobs, which has led her to jump to reality TV bandwagon. Listen, you guys, can't she make friends with the Fergusons and get a job there? I'm thinking that anything is possible for rich people. For rich people, okay. Acting is my first love. I am a true thespian, but being in the film and acting industry is tough. I auctioned and did not get the part. She says that is how I got into a reality to help kickstart my career in entertainment. But I will be back soon, says Mrs. Mopps. Okay. Some of her public celebrity friendships have been rocky, and she fell out with a friend, Omutlekela. They did, but they have since reunited. Omutle and I are good. We have made up and are back to being friends again. Mrs. Mopps has received a lot of backlash on social media and labeled her a starer and an instigator, but she begs to differ. I think she is an instigator on the show, but I love it for the reality show. A lot of people have misconceptions that I am a mean girl. I don't think she's mean, but she is a pot stirrer. Okay. I have a mean girl energy and I am a pot stirrer, but I am actually a soft. Okay, we will see it in season 2. Maybe you'll give us something different. I definitely think that Mrs. Mopps is a pot stirrer. Listen, you guys. I guess when you are married to a rich man and you become a rich housewife, you also have to be doing things on the side, so that when the financial struggles happen on your husband's side, you can help out. Okay, if she had her own businesses, well, she's always said that she has her own businesses. So I do wonder, you guys, how come she wasn't able to um, help her husband? Maybe that's how they rescued the situation. Anyway, you guys, that's all that is happening. Okay, even the rich people do have money problems. It's just that their money problems are not the same as ours. Somebody said in the comment section, when we are broke, it's like we have 12 rand 50 in our accounts. So but rich people, sometimes they have 500,000 rands in the bank account, but they are broke because it's the broke of the rich people. So that's what's happening, you guys. She is launching her beauty products, so make sure that you check it out, you guys. I'm always scared to try out new products, but maybe we should try this one out. Especially when it comes to izinto zobuso, Nkosi yami. Mase sisha njengalabo anti laba be-cream. Who's going to try it for us and tell us, then we can go and buy it. Anyway, you guys, I hope that it is as successful as she is hoping it's going to be. I hope she talks about it also on the show, The Mommy Club, so that people can go and buy it. Sometimes people just want to buy something because it's a celebrity product, okay? Anyway, you guys, let's talk about Makhadzi and maybe move on to a more serious story, aka, and see what they're saying is going on with the investigation right now when it comes to this case. Okay. So Makhadzi was over there speaking her English. She didn't even borrow it from anybody, but people have a problem with her English. She is like, this is my English. I did not borrow it from anybody. And people have a problem with the way that I'm speaking English. Okay. Listen, guys, one thing I will say is that we are better maybe call me English or better just the same way that I better when I speak English. The only thing is that I don't care when I better the English. Okay. And when you tell me that I'm bettering the English, I tell you that I don't care. Anyway, you guys, so I think recently maybe people are just starting to get under his skin, and maybe it's starting to bother her, and she is I don't know, you guys. I guess replying to people and explaining to people that, listen, it does not mean much the fact that I can't speak English. Okay, why are you bothered so much? Okay, she says here, I believe that speaking good English means the belief that speaking good English means you are better is a fallacy. Makhadzi was ridiculed earlier this week for speaking bad English, but language speaking experts say that this shouldn't be a case. You guys, listen. Not only does speaking good English not an indication of intelligence, it's also not an indication of how educated you are. Like, I'm telling you guys, this is the example, I know it's very hard to believe, but I am a very educated woman, okay? And I speak rubbish English here on the internet. There is evidence here on the internet that I speak rubbish English. But do you want to see my certificate? Okay? Do you want to see my graduation gowns? Eh? Do you want to see the hoodies? I'll show it to you so that you can believe that speaking rubbish English does not mean that you are less intelligent, and it also doesn't mean that you are less educated. Okay, it just means that you just don't care much about English sometimes, and that is me. In places where I need to speak good English, I do speak it. But here on the YouTube, you guys, mang bet and I just don't care. But people will be coming be like, no man, that is not how you pronounce. I'm like, mm-mm. I actually am bothered more when somebody says that is not how you say that word in Zulu. Then I'm like, yo, ngipeti language yam. Then that's when I like, because for me, I love my language, guys. The fact that we even make an effort out here to speak English so that people that don't understand our own languages can understand it, it's enough, you guys. It is enough. If you can understand what I'm saying, it's enough. I am not out here attempting to speak perfect English. And I think that even Makhadzi should not be even trying to speak English. Okay. The fact that she's even trying, because she can just speak Venda, you guys. And a lot of us can just be sitting there not understanding what she's saying. She has every right to do that. I don't understand why people are just bothered by it. Okay. So, as South Africans pondered Bafana's elimination from the African Cup of Nations this week after a penalty shootout in the semi-final against Nigeria, Entertainment Makhadzi was ridiculed on social media for controlling the reignited national team in her bad English. But they played shame. Okay, and Makhadzi is my twin, people. Okay, Makhadzi is my English twin, guys. This is how she wrote the plate. And people will be expecting you to write perfect English on Twitter. Guys, on Twitter, people are expecting you to write perfect English, but they played shame. And don't you understand what she's saying? They played, they fought. What else do you want from Makhadzi? She could have written this in Venda, and half the people in South Africa wouldn't have understood what she was writing. But she was very accommodating. She was like, let me write it. But they played shame, they fought. What else do you want from Makhadzi? Okay? Then people were coming for her. Whether this was an attempt by the Ganama singer at showing her sense of humor or an honest mistake by her in the spelling of the past tense of play, Makhadzi found herself in the receiving end of mockery for her bad English. And the funny part is that the owners of the English actually don't mind that much that we speak rubbish English. The owners of the English, they don't mind, because the owners of the English don't speak our languages. They don't speak them, they don't understand them. They don't even know how to say sawubona. They'll be like, wait, what? Me don't speak Zulu. You're just saying sawubona. They don't. It's the other people. It's the borrowers of English that will be telling you that you are not speaking the correct language. And you're like, but it's not your language. Why are you bothered by it? I just don't get it, you guys. I don't, okay? This wasn't the first time Makhadzi has been attacked for not having the twang of the person who went to the Johannesburg private schools. In 2022, while promoting her one-woman show, she thanked her fans for the support, but her mistake was her tenses again. Listen, you guys, I feel like even speaking like good English has nothing to do even with the fact that you went to good school. It really doesn't have anything to do with it, okay? I have a sister that speaks a very different language from me and went to the very same school that I went to, okay? She had a different teacher because I think by the time I got them, the teacher had resigned. But guys, I had an award-winning English teacher, award-winning English teacher. I used to be in a debate team at school, they will tell you. But I speak rubbish English, okay? Because I just spoke it enough to pass very well when I needed to. And after that, I was like, yeah, there was English, So even that, you guys, speaking English has nothing, I know people that speak very good English, went to college as a Makala that had no resources whatsoever, but they speak very good English. So it's not even an indication that you went to a good school, just people must stop with the English. So it says here, all thanks to everyone who bought my ticket for one woman show at Makhadzi stayed there on Saturday. She wrote at the time, listen, you guys, if I was Makhadzi, I was going to make sure that every time I write English, I am writing rubbish, okay? I was going to rubbish it even more. Makhadzi learned that it's bought and not bite, but still went on to say bite. I'm Modibo. She must say it. I support it, okay? This unfounded ostracizing isn't unique to the award-winning music, but it's seemingly endemic to South African society. In social gatherings and within some families, whoever has the most attractive English accent is deemed to be the smartest and the most talented. Listen, that is not my family. We really don't care if you speak English, good English or not. Okay, we just want to hear what you're saying. It's very different in my family, guys. You can speak all of your English. English. I need to think about. I don't even know who speaks the best English in my family. That's how much I don't think my family cares about English. Okay, speaking to the citizen, Dr. Nhlanhla Mpofu, who is the chair of the Department of Studies and associate professor in language education in Stellenbosch University, said that these societal pressures to maintain a certain level of English stem from perception that prioritize English proficiency as the marker of intelligent education and social status. This attitude may stem from historical, cultural, and economic influences that elevate the importance of English in those contexts, said Mpofu. However, the perception is a fallacy created by the elevated status of English as the primary mode of communication in academic, legislative, business, and entertainment spheres. There are jokes on how late Kwaito Star Mandoza, who predominantly rapped in isiZulu and township slang, mistakenly said to a crowd, everybody say scream, and everybody say scream, instead of correctly arguing, edging. This is a perfect place to actually better the English, okay? Instead of urging the crowd to scream for him, even if the fame is built on using language other than English, individuals lacking the proficiency in English within these domains are often subjected to ridicule over Eva's Mpofu, okay? It says a lot about people who make fun of their own for not being able to speak English in a foreign language. It reflects a troubling reality and internalized negativity towards our own cultural identity. Ridiculing someone for lacking proficiency in the single language, particularly when they can communicate in 3 or 4 other languages, underscores our failures to accord equal respect and status in our native languages. Now, the only thing that's missing here is for this person to write this in his own language and see if the English people can understand it, okay? Because we are forced to understand it. Listen, you guys, I totally feel like Makhadzi has been so successful without knowing the perfect English. Why would she bother now? Why would she bother now? If she has been able to make millions speaking rubbish English, I would just be going on to speak rubbish English. I would actually write a book about my life, and all that would be there would be just rubbish English. You just have to figure out what I'm trying to say in that book. Okay, I actually think that is rubbish that people think that Makhadzi is supposed to speak perfect English. And it's not like she's writing my research papers, my thesis. No, it's a tweet. They want perfect English on Makhadzi's tweets, guys. Who's going to market? What is it of over 100? I know, guys. How much is she getting? How much is she getting paid for writing a tweet? Uh-uh. I actually think that it's bothering her a bit because she's been posting about it, and I wish that it didn't. I wish that it didn't because I don't think that it matters. Okay, I don't think it matters because we've done so many things in our lives without English. Okay, minimum English. Use it only when you have to survive. Anyway, you guys, let's move on to the AKA story. I guess one of the things that's also prompting people to talk a little bit more about the AKA investigation is because I think his father did an interview where he spoke a little bit about what is happening with the case. I haven't watched that interview, you guys. There's so many things that I keep saying I haven't watched because really, honestly, I haven't. I've been so busy, but I do need to watch it, you guys. So I think that's what's prompting the people to talk about this case. So we're going to find out what the Citizen is reporting on the story. Maria Bakulu, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining us. Mayoli Gatata, hello, family. Hello, hello, hello. Dando, sengibonga yona ke load shedding engabe anginitholanga. Why are we on stage 6? Who knows? Who knows, guys? Who knows? Now, Pella, they're very good here in this area of giving us the correct load shedding schedule. So I was shocked that this time. And usually we usually get a break like on weekends for some reason. And then it comes back Sunday night. But I guess today it wasn't that day. Anyway, you guys, so let's talk about AKA what's happening there. It says here, do I have it here? It says AKA's M probe is at a sensitive stage. This is from SAPS. Police says that its investigating team have made progress in the year-long case. They're taking long, guys. Haibo. Police have appealed for calm as fans and the family of Kinan, aka Forbes, lament their lack of arrest a year after he was murdered, along with his close friends, Tebelo TIBZ Motswane. Saturday marks a year since the M of AKA, an award-winning rapper and a chef, TIBZ outside Durban's Wish nightclub. I heard the nightclub that it was closed after this whole thing happened. Police spokesperson Brigadier Atlanta Mate said a team of specialists, detectives, and analysts are on the case. This SAPS acknowledges and understand that it is a very sensitive matter. We would like to assure affected families and the public that we have spent countless hours and endless manpower on training those behind these M's in the past year. We are aware of the limited communication with the affected families. The investigation is at a very sensitive stage, and we have therefore decided to limit all communications relating to this matter. I also just feel like they must tell us when they're ready to arrest somebody. This thing of always coming out and saying we are very, very close, we're very, very close. Like, you must not be that close if you are not arresting the people that you're supposed to arrest. The limited communication was not at all intended to undermine any of the affected families. We will, however, endeavor to improve on this in the near future, she said in the statement on Saturday. In an interview with ENCA, Mata said that some of the suspects in the Jaws M are already in prison for other crimes. You see, now they're going to do the Senzomewa stuff, okay? We have positive evidence linking identified suspects. Others are in custody related to other matters. Others are on the run, and the team is hot in their heels, she told the news channel. Both AKA and TIBZ passed away at the scene, sending shockwaves among the popular rapper's fan base, which closed down shortly after the tragic accident. In a separate television interview with ENCA, Tebelo's father, Sylvester Motswane, talked about the pain of losing a child and burying his wife 8 months later. My wife was never the same since the passing of her son. That bubbly person, joking and doing many things, she was just a person who would do the housework, go into a room and say, I want to go and rest. Wow, that's sad, guys, especially because she passed away without knowing the truth about what happened to her son. There wasn't a single day where she didn't say, I miss Tebelo. That kills me. It was killing me, a tearful Motswane said. Dib's mother, Rehab Nikiwe Mutswane, died in October at the age of 77. At least now she is with her son, you guys. It's said that she passed away without anybody being held accountable. We hope that his father will live long enough to actually see justice being done. And you guys, it's unfortunate with this case because, of course, AKA was the one that was the famous one. And a lot of the time, when people talk about this case, they talk about AKA only, not all of them, not the both of them. You know, sometimes it's like AKA's MKs instead of AKA and Dave's MKs. But that's it, you guys. That's what's happening. I had to come back here and finish up on the stories because load shedding did disturb us. Maybe give me 30 minutes and then I will be on Reality Buzz TV doing the full review of Uthando Nesithembu. But before, guys, let me tell you. So, on Uthando Nesithembu, kuthiwa Umseleko is twirling live on television. Hey, guys, if you are not watching Uthando Nesithembu, go and watch. Kunama ceremony that they are going to do. Umpumelelo noLwandle are being handed over something by Umseleko. Kuningi, guys, kuningi. So don't miss. There is an episode here on YouTube. Go and watch it. You know, watch the episode and then maybe 3:30. Uze sizohleba ngomndeni wakamseleko. We are on episode 4. Don't miss. Ungangitshela ukuthi ubhizi uyophekisa apha 30 minutes phekisa apha. Okay, you'll have to wait upheke after. Okay, just make sure ukuthi khona isinkwa nerama olambile adle isinkwa nerama because guys we need to gossip. We can't be disturbed from the gossip. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.